Hi there. Welcome to the Advanced Strategic Management course of third semester MBA. I am Professor Ahamed Riaz and I'll be a faculty for this semester teaching you Advanced Strategic Management. This is one of the most important courses that you have to learn in your MBA program. In today's session, we're going to look at an important tool called as BCG Matrix. BCG Matrix is a matrix a tool used in the business level strategy. As you know, we have the corporate level strategy, the business level strategy, and functional level strategy. In the business level strategy, also known as the SBU strategy, the strategic business unit level, we use certain tools called as BCG Matrix and GE Matrix. Now, what is BCG Matrix? BCG stands for Boston Consulting Group Strategy. BCG is Boston Consulting Group Strategy. Now, this is a strategy proposed by the famous consulting company called as BCG. Let's have a look at what does this matrix say about. This matrix helps you to classify your SBUs, your business, based on two different criteria. Let's have a look at what are the criteria. On the x-axis, you have relative market share, and on the y-axis, you have the market growth. So, x-axis, relative market share, and y-axis, the market growth. Now, based on these two criteria, you have four different categories. You have a category with low relative market share and low market growth. You have a category with low relative market share and high market growth. You have a category with both high market growth and high relative market share, and you have another category with high market growth but low relative market share. Now we'll look at what are the different classification. In BCG matrix, you get four matrices, or you get a 4-cell matrix. What are the different cells? In the first category, you get a category where you have high market growth and high relative market share. That category is known as star category. That SBU is known as star SBU. The market growth is high. That particular market is growing. At the same time, the relative market share of your SBU is also high. In that case, that particular business is your star business. Now let's have a look at what is the next category. Next category, you have a business where the market share is low, the relative market share is low, but the market growth is high. Okay, the relative market share is low, but the market growth is high. So in that case, such a business is called as question mark. You have low market share, but the growth of the market is high. Why your company is not getting market share is a question mark. So that's why it's called as question mark. The market is growing, but you don't have market share. So that's a question mark. That particular business is your question mark business. If you really concentrate on this business, sometimes you can convert this business into a star. Or else if you don't take care of that business, that can go to perish. Now, what is the next category? The next category is where the market share, relative market share is high, but the market growth is low. The market is not growing, but you have a very good market share. The market is not growing in future. The market does not have any future. It is not growing, but your company has very good market share. Such a business is called as cash cow. It is a cash cow business because you are getting, naturally you can milk, it is known as cash cow because you can milk the profit. You can keep on milking the profit from that business. It is not the cash cow business because you have very good market share. Even if you don't do much promotion, you will keep on getting profit from that particular business till the market exists. So that is your cash cow business. And finally, there are some businesses where the relative market share is also low and your market growth is also low. The market is not growing and your company or your business also doesn't have a market share. In that case, that business is called as a dog. It's a dog business that will take your company to dogs. So these are the four different categories which you get in the BCG matrix. Now, what should be the strategy? These are the categories of SBUs. Now, what should be your strategy? If your SBU is a star SBU, your strategy should be a growth strategy. You should try to grow that business. You should invest maximum in your star business and try to grow that business. And if your business or SBU is in question mark, you have the market is growing, but your market share is very low. In that case, your strategy should be either harvest or divest. Either you get out of the business or you should convert your question mark into a star business. Now coming to the third category, that is cash cow, where your relative market share is very high, but the market is not growing. In that case, your strategy should be, it's a cash cow business. Your strategy should be to harvest. You harvest maximum out of it. You harvest maximum profit out of it. Okay, that should be your strategy. And finally, regarding the dog, where your dog business, where your relative market share is low and the market growth is also low, that is a business which will take you to dogs. So the strategy should be divest, sell it off, divest the business. So these are the strategies that you should use in a BCG matrix. The first thing is you should prepare a BCG matrix and find out which are the business, which are the products coming under the star category, the question mark category, the cash cow category, and the dog category. And accordingly, you should apply the growth strategy, the hold strategy, the harvest strategy, or the divestment strategy. I think it is clear to you, and I'll be back with more on strategic management, with more tools on strategy. Thank you.